Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I, Syafiqah binti Bakar, along with the directors, will be present about our company's business plan, which is called as Firenze's dan Berhad. So move on to today's agenda. 1.0 and 2.0 will be presented by me, Syafiqah binti Bakar. 3.0 will be presented by Naufal Rifiqi and Iffah Liyana. 4.0 will be presented by Dhiya Khalish. 5.0 and 6.0 will be presented by Aisyah, and the last one is 7.0 and 8.0 that will be presented by Chiew Weng. We move on to the first point, which is the executive summary. As you can see here, our objective is to achieve 2 million annual sales in 10 years. The second one is to achieve 20 acres of flower plantation land within 20 years, and currently we are having 9 acres of land. And then the third one is to reduce post-harvest losses to less than 10%. And our vision is to be the #1 supplier in Malaysia, and our mission is to dominate flower supply to florists in Malaysia with a reasonable price. And then we move on to the second point, which is the company summary. Firenze's dan Berhad is owned by 6 directors, as I mentioned before, which is Naufal Rifiqi, Dhiya Khalish, Nurul Syafiqah, Chiew Weng, Iffah Liyana, as well as Aisyah. Then our company started with a small business, which is the founders with a capital of 10,000 each, open up a flower shop at Central Market. We rent it at first, and then after a few months, we realized that this opportunity is big, so we invest more, and then we bought the shop. And then along this journey, we built up a relationship with other florists and realized that there was some problems occur, which is the flower suppliers can't meet the demand of the florists. Then, as a solution, we decided to start our own flower plantation with 2 acres of land at first, and then we start to supply the flowers to the florists, and we try to catch up the demand of the florists. And then after a few years, we alternate with supplying as well as open up a shop, and then we suddenly realized that the planting and supplying give us more profit, and then we decided to close the shop at the Central Market, and we start to begin a supplier to the other florists. As you can see here, this is our company location and facilities. This is our floor plan. So this is the florist. Here is the florist. What does mean by florist is our main purpose is to supply the flowers to the florists, but for the side income, we have the florists here to sell our own flowers. So this is just our side income, which is not our main purpose for our company. And here we have the point, which is to keep the flowers fresh. And then here we have store, which is after we store the flowers after we harvest it. And then this is the loading area for the florists to take their flowers that they ordered from us. Then we provide few facilities and services, which is for the facilities we provide a meeting room. The meeting room is where the florists and us directors discuss about the orders, about the flowers and all that stuff. And then we have the office for the directors to sit in, and then we have the florists, as I mentioned before. Then the fertigation system is the pond itself. We have the store, loading area, and the toilet. As for services, we have delivery by around Kuala Lumpur area only to keep the freshness of the flowers. And then we have a gift wrap for our customers that come to our own florists, that we also sell and supply. Next, I will be passed on to Naufal Rifiqi to move on to the next section. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum. My name is Naufal Rifiqi. Next, I will be presenting the third point, which is market analysis summary. This market analysis summary contains 5 subtopics, which are the first is about the situational analysis, and followed by the market trends, target market segmentation, the market analysis, and also the SWOT analysis. So I will be presenting the first 3 points, the first 3 subtopics, and the rest will be presented by my friends. Let's get into it. So market analysis summary. Okay, so for the first part, we will discuss about the situational analysis. Okay, so on this situational analysis, we plan that after 5 years, we have opened our business. Our business has become more stable than before. But if even our business has become more stable than before, we still need to focus on implementing the new strategies into our business. This is because we know that most of the businesses fluctuate, means that it is not consistent. So we need to think and create new things to apply into our business to improve our business and avoid worse scenario. Next, differentiate ourselves with the other company has given us the ability to effectively compete with them. Okay, so for example, the online service that we introduced to the people, this has created more chance for us to grow. So this is because the online service is the customer work. Means that when they don't have to come into our store to watch the product, to look at the product to buy. They can purchase it by using online service. Okay, so next is about the market trends. So in this part, we will talk about the purpose of people purchase flower. Okay, so usually people will purchase flower for a wedding, means for decoration, for example, their weddings or their funerals or office, house, or many more. The next is for special occasions like birthday, Valentine's Day, and more. This means that flowers are mostly used as a gift for someone on a special day. Next, this flower has been used for products such as skincare. For example, the rose has been used as one of the ingredients in the cleanser of the skincare product. Okay, the last one, the third part is about the target market segmentation. Okay, so our office is located in Rock Pahang. This is because we have our own planting area, and we have our shop for customer to walk in. So currently our company has only making deliveries to Kuala Lumpur, so we hope that we can expand our business to make sure that we can deliver our product to every state in our country. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Miss Amy and to all my dear friends. I am Iffah binti Selamat, AS10444, and I will talk about market analysis and SWOT analysis. Market analysis is divided into 3 parts, which are industry, description and outlook, competitive analysis, and regulation. For industry description and outlook, we supply the flowers to the florists and sell flowers for personal purpose. These companies is heading into increase planting area, which is 9 acres. Our trends are only occasionally. These companies' projected growth is 15.28%. Next, based on our analysis, our direct competitors are Flowers Pool and Floristica Bangsar. Next, indirect competitors are Puduria Florist and Enchanter Nursery Enterprise. However, there are barriers to entry, which are capital money and planting technique. Margin of opportunity is flowers event, such as Royal Floria Putrajaya, which enable us to meet another owner of florists. The last part is regulation. To import goods that require license, first we need to register with the Companies Commission of Malaysia, then apply for an import license from the Ministry of International Trade and Industry. The documents that needed to be provided to customs are customs, export or import declaration, commercial invoice, bill of ladang, packing list, and certificate of origin. The last part is SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. The strength of our company is volume, as we are able to supply various species of flowers in large volume. Next, we have botanical specialists who are specialized in planting techniques of certain species. We also have business website to enable our customers to contact us. The weaknesses of this company are various species of flowers. The sale of rare species of flowers is low because some species are unfamiliar to the customers. Furthermore, the distance of delivery, as the target will be restricted because the freshness of the flowers cannot be maintained when the distance of delivery is far. Next, opportunity. Technological advancement is opportunity to our company as harvesting machines or latest monitoring system can be introduced to speed up our planting process and maintain the quality of flowers. Besides, we can expand our customer base to manufacturers of products such as tea or skincare products that require flowers as raw materials. Diversification of customers may be an opportunity to our company to have increased and constant revenue. The threats to our company are diseases and natural destruction. Planting the same species in large volume increase the risk of being attacked by the disease. Furthermore, plantation of flowers may be destroyed by wild animals or pests unexpectedly. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Khalish. I will be explaining about the 4.0, which is the marketing strategy. I will cover the marketing objectives, marketing needs, and the risk management. So, for the marketing objectives, our company target to reduce the number of complaints to less than 50 complaints per month in 6 months. The next one is to increase the company's profit margin by 20% within 2 years. The third one is to acquire 5% more customers annually. And the last one is to participate in flower exhibition at least twice a year to increase the popularity of certain flowers. When we come up with the objectives, there are few things that we need to be alert of, which is the SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. If you look at our objectives, there are time-bound, 6 months, 2 years, annually, and there are also specific and measurable content, which is the 30 complaints, profit margin by 20%, 5% of customers. And the marketing objective is important for us to make a better marketing strategy. The next part is the marketing mix. In this part, we need to focus on the 4 P's. The 4 P's stands for product, price, promotion, and place. Let's take a look at the product and price. Our company sells a variety of flowers at the market price. We sell it by stem and even bundle. For example, rose is RM2 per stem and the baby spread is RM32 per bundle. The next P is promotion. Other than chocolate, flowers are also famous to be given during Valentine's Day. So, we will give 20% discount from the total price for all types of flowers during the Valentine's Day and also free packing for bouquet. The next promotion is Sunday 1st and 3rd. For every Sunday on the 1st and 3rd week of the month, all types of flowers will be sold at half price and we will expect more customers to come during this day. The third one is the finishing stock. After every harvest, there will be leftover, right? So, we will sell the flowers at half price. The last promotion is It's My Birthday. The customer can come in, show us their identity card for confirmation, and we will give them a free stock of rose. Next, the last P is place. Our plantation is based in Rauk, Pahang, and the supply is to the customers mainly in Kuala Lumpur area. The last part of my presentation is the risk management. In this business field, one of the risks is that the competitors do not follow the floor price of certain flowers. This will lead to the monopolization of market by our competitors who can offer lower price. So, the solution is that we will join or even organize a club associated by flower suppliers to voice out our dissatisfaction. The members of the association can reach a consensus by negotiating among the suppliers regarding the price of the flowers. The next risk is the miscommunication between salesmen and customers. With their lack of skill, the customer may misunderstand our company's intention. Therefore, we will provide a special training for salesmen or workers to polish their skills in this business field. The directors will also visit the customers annually to get the direct feedback from them. The last risk is that the society of customers may have low new flower acceptance. This is because they are used to classic flowers such as rose and all that, so they don't really know about the new species that we got. So, to overcome this problem, we will promote the new flowers using various platforms. We can even send the flowers to the charities and the celebrities can promote them. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to Miss Amy. I am Aisyah binti Mohammad, matrix number AS11327. So today I will present about 5.0 part, which is management summary, and I will talk about our management team. And for 6.0 part, I will present about production and processing of our products. Next, for 5.0 part, which is management summary, our companies, which consists of 6 board of directors, who are Naufal Rifiqi, Azizi as Chief Executive Officer, and Dhiya Khalish, binti Mohammad Rani as Production Manager. Next, we also have Nurul Syafiqah binti Bakar as Marketing Manager and Chiew as Finance Manager. Then we also have Iffah Liyana binti Selamat as Quality Control Manager, and lastly Aisyah binti Mohammad as Human Resource Manager. For 6.0 part, which is production and processing. First step, production manager will plan for the number of flowers to be planted based on demand and areas that needed. They will also make sure that the flowers planted are high quality without defects. Second, workers will harvest the flower with care and gather it at the loading area. Then they will also pack and trim the flowers there. The flowers are packed in the cardboard box to prevent damage. Next, quality will be controlled and amount will be counted during packing process to make sure that there is no error in amount. Then, the packed flower will be stored in the store before it is loaded to the van, and order will be accepted based on the stock availability in the store. Lastly, the flowers will be delivered to the customer using our delivery service, and the surplus flower in the store will be placed in the shop to be sold to a walk-in customer. Next, I will pass to Weng to continue his part.
Hi everyone, my name is Chiew from Class 6. So let's have a look at our 7.0 financial plan. We have important assumptions here. So our first important assumption is customer base. We assume that in coming 5 years, we have a group of loyal customers who can contribute to our profit in the long run. And the second important assumption is about profitability. We assume that our business takes around 2 to 3 years to become profitable. And third, we assume that in the coming 5 years, the whole world have a stable economy. So the consumers have the spending ability, they have more disposable income, they will spend on buying flowers. And lastly is about the management expertise of our company. We assume that our company have a strong financial department which can look after our financial plan in the coming 5 years. In our projected cash flow, this is the table that shows that our revenue, cost, and our net present value, which can be derived from the calculation from the value of this table. And after calculating all the value, we can conclude that the net present value of our company after 5 years is around 1.7 million, and our internal rate of return throughout the years is 26%, and our payback period is 2.56 years. This shows that we take around 2.5 years to get back our investment. By calculating this projected cash flow, we need to have a few assumptions. So we assume that we have a net investment of 1.2 million, discount rate of 10%, and tax of 26%. We also have long-term plan for our financial plan. First, widen the delivery area. We will integrate with technology to keep the freshness of flowers during delivery, like controlling the temperature during the delivery so that we can deliver our flower to a further place to access to more customers. Second, to increase the collaboration with famous skincare brand. So this collaboration enable us to have a stable production due to the constant demand from these companies because they need the flowers as their raw material for their products. Third, increase the species of flowers to meet the market demand and maximize profit. Because the market trend is keep changing, that's why we need to change our species of flowers in order to meet the market demand. Lastly, open up a new branch. Because our delivery services have their limit, that's why if you want to access into a new market in a further area, we need to open up a new branch. So our current plan is opening up a new branch in Johor Bahru. We move on to the last part of our business plan, which is 8.0 conclusion. We can see the potential of this business due to the following reasons. First, impact demand and supply in floriculture in Malaysia. This is the reason why we start our business at the first place. We discovered that there is lacking of supplier of flowers in Malaysia. So second point is we have botanical specialists who can help us to solve the problems that we are going to face in planting flowers in our plantation. And third, our business can be expanded due to the stable cash flow. So by looking at our projected cash flow or our financial plan, it shows that we have a stable cash flow, which is a good sign for us to expand our business. All in all, this business is worth to be expanded and invested in order to become profitable. And this business can stand firm in the business world to have their place in earning money. That's all from us. Thank you.